we continue to just absorb more and more of all that it is. And we allow ourselves to start recognizing those activities of spirit that have been taking place in our life all along, but we expect to see them in different ways. God responds to us according to the level of consciousness that we are willing to receive that which we desire. The gifts have already been given. The gifts were given when we were created. It came in the form of infinite possibilities. And it said, you get to choose out of all of them what suits you, because they're always there. And if you then show willingness for that one there, that there will come to you where you are. If you have no interest in the one there, then it just doesn't come. And that's not a judgment thing. That's not a good or a bad thing. That's just who we are, where we are at the time thing. So the thanksgiving is constant. When we're in that real, or that realm of thanksgiving, we're allowing that thanksgiving to not just be in one segment of our life, but for all the things of our life. Even those things that we didn't feel that we really wanted in our lives, those have shown up for the lessons of our lives, so that we can be about who we're supposed to be about. And that being about is just knowing more and more who we are. You ever start thinking, why else did I come here? If I'm not going to meet challenges and have these different emotions and experience all of this, sometimes unrest. This is part of the universe. This is this earthly plane that we have come to. And it is filled with emotion and challenges and joy and happiness. It's filled with all of those that we have said, yes, I'm willing to experience as I continue to understand who I really am. And so by just saying yes, we are agreeing to allow such things to take place for our growth, for our expansion, for our understanding. We have said yes, and we're simply allowed. We said yes to this Thanksgiving. The reading today is talking about giving thanks before it even comes. And that's giving thanks to those things that are in the invisible, about to make their appearance. We say thanks to them because we know that our consciousness is expanding to the level where we can receive them. For we know that they are here right now. And so we can start acting as if, because that work has been done. But there's something that always seems to block the flow that we think should be coming, because our consciousness has expanded, so the substance should be flowing just so easily, flowing so willingly. But there's something else that keeps us blocked. We talked about it a bit last Sunday. But we maybe don't talk about it enough, and that's that mind that keeps operating within us. That ego force that keeps coming forward and operating as though it belongs to us. As though we really welcome it to come. That monkey mind chatter that keeps talking to us, even in life, of how much we think we're filled up. And so we think that we can let that mind go, we can get rid of that mind, and we can change, and the mind's going to be with us. It's not going. One of the things that I heard was, If you shortcut to stopping the mind from working, hit yourself with a hammer. That doesn't sound too comfortable. So what else can we do? Well, the mind is working upon something that's right within us. It's just reading some of the things that we haven't let go of. The mind is only finding it can capitalize and have its own way within our own being if it just reads some of those interesting things that we have not dealt with yet. So one way that we can assist the mind on its journey, not that it's going to leave us, but maybe it'll start being a little more quiet, is that we need to declutter the mind. Declutter it so it has nothing to work with. So that it starts getting the message that this type of control it used to have on us no longer works. And so it can stand down. It need not be an operative in our lives. As we try to and continue to declutter the unfinished business of our lives. Things that we have just not wanted to look at. Things that have been with us for a long time. As we were saying the other day, the deeper that push down has been, the more difficult it is to come out. Some of it has become so impacted in our being that it's difficult to remove itself. So it does need support. It does need someone who knows the truth about us. It does mean being in the silence at times to be able to hear the expression of the divine presence within us. There are these changes that take place when that starts to happen. There is this subtle activity that shifts within our being. There is somewhat of an awakening when we're able to release some of that which has been stored for so long. And we don't fight it anymore from coming up. We let it bubble up. There was a time when we said, no, well, everything's good, all's good. There's only that one power, there's one presence. We all know this. This is true. But something we're doing what we call that spiritual bypass. We're applying these ideas just to keep the other ideas down, instead of doing the work that we know is satisfying. The releasing and letting go of that which has kept us captive. So when you come here to the Center of Peace, we're talking about releasing